Hi there, this is just a quick tour of what I've probably shown you as a group. I'd just like to go through this publisher program to show you some tips. You log on and you go to publisher and you've got to go to blank page sizes. Once there, you're going to pick A3 landscape on the top left hand side, just there where the mouse is moving, and you click open it up. This PowerPoint is showing you a few things: the key sections of publisher, how to save the file using your first name and surname, title, managing images, a map and a border, text box font and infill. Tool features include also making World Wide Web links to text in text boxes, working with the background, a really cool feature where you can link text between two text boxes, the design gallery feature, pulling quotes, some overlapping images, and how to insert a table. First of all, the most important thing, you need to navigate and save first name _ surname to the folder I'll tell you to go to on the S drive. Looking at publication options down the left hand side, it shows you it's an A3 document and the percentage it's showing is 45%. If it was at 100% you'd only see half the page. If you click the publish your task links down the bottom in blue, just there, you can see a whole pile of other things that you can use to format page options. These are the shortcuts to the things that you use as you make your document. Colour schemes also, you can pick a nice colour scheme like Bluebird or Cherry or Citrus or Civic or whatever that you want to use as default colours for the different things you put on your A3 page. Font schemes likewise, you can choose what you want to do. I tend to stay with the default ones. Then on the design gallery there's that little button down here on the left hand side which is in orange. That shows you a whole lot of neat little things you can use to just add a little bit of functionality to your poster. I am particularly going to use the pull quotes, so you can have some quotes in there about your holiday destination, like come to Avoca Beach, it's got the best surf on the Central Coast, if not New South Wales, and that could be the quote. Just a note about working with an A3 document, it's very big, and if you're using a laptop or a computer like I've got, you can't see the whole A3 page on the page. So, if you have a low percentage number there, you can see the whole page and you can position items on the page by moving them around. But if you want to work on a section of the page, you can zoom right in to 100% or more. So to show you how this works, have a look at the next two slides. Here's an example of 50%, half of A3, which is an A4, fits perfectly on a laptop page. You can see the landscape side on A4 page effect with the different components there, which you can move around if you want to. The next one's 100%, where you zoom right in on the map with the overlapping picture of the wipeout of the surfboard rider. So flick backwards and forwards, you can see what I mean. First thing I want you to do is use your word art and put in the name of the holiday destination you're going to. It's Avoca Beach in my case. And you put the word in the middle of the document and you go to a low percentage, 45%, and you place it where you want it on the page. Next thing I want you to do is go to the internet and find some pictures. Either store the pictures in a folder somewhere in a separate location and insert them into the publisher document, or just right click and copy them. But just make a note. Make sure if you use the thumbnails, they're going to be that size. If you enlarge them, they could distort. If you click on the images and use the big images, they could be too big. So as a rule of thumb, look at the numbers underneath the thumbnails. You can see the one on the left says about 1000 by 600 odd. That's too big, it'll take over the whole page. So pick numbers between 400 and 500 squares or rectangles, and you get a picture that you can reduce in size and fit onto the page. So, for example, if you expanded a thumbnail like the top picture here, you can see that it's all blurry, but the one underneath you can see quite clearly that it's nice and clear. So but also don't use a too big a picture because it makes the files too big. If you have lots of big pictures, it causes problems for you. So in summary, use a thumbnail and reasonable size images. You can always expand the thumbnail if it's reasonable quality picture to a size that's suited to your page. Next thing is I want to show you how to put a location map on your A3 poster with a border. So you insert your picture or copy it from the internet and you have it there. Over on the left hand side you can see a little rectangle just there. You draw a little rectangle around your picture using the rectangle feature, and there it is, it occurs there for you. Once you've done that, you right click on it to format auto shape, and you can see the default images are just there. On the right hand side I've changed the colour to a yellow colour and I've made the point size to 6, and that'll give it this effect, a nice bright border. around the map. Then once you've done that, you can reposition the map on the page where you want it. Next thing is you can format text boxes. On the left hand side you've got a text box where I've got a purple border around it, I have a yellow fill-in section, I have a purple heading, and I have brief notes as the text. You can right click on that as well, and you can change that all around, and then you can modify the text in the background. So you can see how you create that like that by doing the same thing as before. Format text box, change the colour, change the style, change the weight, and away you go. So you end up with a box like that. I've highlighted the heading, Attractions of Avoca. The next thing we want to do is actually insert a web link. So you type in what text you want, find the attractions through Google, and down in the address bar down the bottom just here you can just go google.com.au and it makes a link to it. This is a really cool feature where you can actually link text between two separate text boxes. At the top of the page you can see there's a little link thing just there, and what you do is you click on the page on the right hand, the text box you create on the right hand side, and you drag the thing that appears, a little square thing that fills into this box on the right, and you end up typing on the left hand side, and it automatically knows to jump following the arrows to the next text box, which is over here. So that works really well to fill up sections of your page without having to reformat the size of the text box. Simple things like setting background, go up to Format and Background, and then you've got a whole series of choices down the left hand side to fiddle with the background. Working with the Design Gallery object, go to the Pull Quotes section. So remember, the Design Gallery object's on the left hand side towards the bottom, the second last one. Click on it, then go to Pull Quotes, and then on the right hand side there's one called Insert Capsules, and then here it is here to catch the reader's attention. You've got this little capsule which you can put on your page, so that appears on the right hand side of the poster now. Overlapping pictures is really cool, so we've got our map up here on the top of Avoca, and then overlapping that I've got a picture of the wave wipeout. So you can see how that's been created by actually then putting the picture on top of each other, going to order and sending it backwards. And so by sending a picture to the backwards, it's sending the map to the back and it leaves the other picture to the front. So that's a fairly good thing to use as well. And the final thing I want to show you is inserting a table, and to insert a table you just basically go to the right click on up to the top of the page and go to Table, and then you've got a whole series of options which I've done just there. You can fill in the things. This one I made a simple one for different holiday times at Avoca Beach and whether there are holiday homes or holiday units, and I could put in the cost for a holiday at Avoca Beach. So that's the outline of what we've been doing here using Publisher. You're going to have a go at doing this yourself now.